Okay, so I've got the second wheel done here, and I just wanted to sort of give a bit of a heads up about the different tapes that I'm using. Now, I've stuffed up a bit because, as it turns out, this tape here, the blue tape, which is the 3M tape, that's definitely what I should be using for the whole wheel. It's got a really strong bond, and I can tell that the edges are going to be nice and clean. It's going to leave a really clean edge. This green tape doesn't stick it so well. Have a look at that. You can see it's not even really sticking to itself very well. So that's going to be a bit problematic, but I don't have enough of this tape. I haven't bought enough before the lockdown. So I'm going to have to just do the best I can to make it last and do probably just all the detail work on the spokes and then try and get away with this tape on the outside. So that's a real pain. Man, this lockdown thing is not easy, eh? But anyway, it's the first day. That's cool. We're gonna see how it goes. And these rims too, you've probably noticed that the back rims are slightly different to the front rims. So you can see there's an extra, like a beveled piece. When you look at the front rim, the back rim, sorry, here, compared to the front, you can probably see it a bit better around here where it's not taped yet. So this is the back wheel, and this is the front wheel. See how that's flatter and it doesn't have that extra beveled piece? That's because the front wheels are narrower than the back wheels. They're not the same. And that's kind of what they do with the old V-dubs and even some of the old 80s Porsches. That's how they came from the factory. So they had wider wheels and tires on the back than on the front. And it just gives you kind of that cool sort of old school staggered look. You can run a really low profile on the front and a bigger profile on the back to really exaggerate that. I've only done a slightly low profile. So what have I got here? I've got 195 55 16s on the front, and then I've got 195 60 16s on the back. Obviously you've got to kind of work it out so that it works with the revs for the engine, the gear ratios that you've got in there, as well as you've got to consider your speedo, which on these the speedometer works from the front wheels, and you got to be careful you don't go mucking around with that too much, or you got to recalibrate it, which isn't easy to do on the VWs. So yeah, there's quite a lot to it, but it's all part of the fun, eh, of this sort of a project. And yeah, it's been pretty good fun working on this thing. And that's one good thing about this lockdown, is I've got some time to do it. So I'll carry on with the masking, and we'll talk again soon. Cheers, guys.